It is called Good Morning Yesterday. Is one of the senior citizen bloggers. Yeah. So actually, James Seah is my mentor. I have to start something, right? He was inspired by James Seah's blog on topics that slowly I find that, as I get older, I'm just like that. Yeah, because, as we age, we are gathering a lot of memories, a lot of experiences that young people, let's say, okay, in 10, 20 years, do not get many. I'm 65 now, so if you want to ask me, how did I start to be able to remember anything? To be frank, every one of us, from age 1, age 5, it will be either our parents, our friends, our relatives, who will tell us, hey, the time when you age 1, when you start doing crawling, you know, okay, you have to tell us. Correct? Yeah. So, yeah, just to let you know that this book actually collected over, I think it used to be about 8 years, about the memories. James Seah has published the book now. So the book title is the same as his blog, Good Morning Yesterday. Okay? So I'm pleased that I was a guest blogger with about 3 titles in there to share with you. Just for information, now that book, during this 50 plus Expo, it will be at booth C27. And James Seah will be giving the talk tomorrow at Forum A at 5 tomorrow. Okay? Thank you. Use my real name. I have a nickname called mpeg4. mpeg4 is TIMPUKEU. Now that mpeg4 is somewhere in Africa or something like that. Yeah. So that I use the name because my middle name, my last name is THIM. So you see the difference. TIM mpeg4 or THIM mpeg4. Okay, so in case if not taken note, please see the blog at www.blog2express.blogspot.com. Okay. Now you will see at this corner there, I won't be describing so much, but that's just to show that actually how I started is when I started to blog about the mpeg4 fire. Now, the fire is on the 25th of May 1961, when I was 13 years old. So it happened that I was the one who was there to see the fire and what had happened. So, if many people ask me, hey, when you had the fire, what actually happened to you? Are you very frightened or was it fire? How many of you know about the fire, man? No? There are so not many, because you are still very young. Okay, so anyway, now the biggest fire in Singapore was on 25th of May 1961 at mpeg4. If you are, if you know the place that is near the Maru, the fire started in State Road. He then moved on to Rio Day, and where I actually stayed at the time of the fire, and then after that it spread to Henry Road. Okay, so that I wouldn't discuss too much of this. They are found in my blog, and the first time it was giving me this experience is because of the blog that I submitted through the National Library. The National Library at that time they call it as I Remember, and now it's actually the Singapore Memory important. So there's this project, Singapore Memory Project, started in the year 2011, and it was mooted by Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. We had a mention of the mpeg4 fire, and another one with a friend about this Merdeka Cup. Okay, so next to say is document my personal memories as a reminder of what Singapore was like in the past. Okay, I'm sure people say, hey, I already know about all this history of Singapore from school textbooks and so on. Yeah, but the thing is that the textbook that you read about are basically about the facts, about the figures, how big was the island that time, how many 100 years ago. You see, but the thing that I feel that we all should have is for as long as we have grown up in Singapore, and every one of you will be a very different story. You see, so that's why last year during the National Day celebration, theme was many stories, one Singapore. You see, so I mean, I have some friends who already stayed in mpeg4 when I was young, but the memories that we have, the experience we have gone through, very different. You see, so you cannot say, and there are no two persons with the same stories. Even in the same house, they may be twins, they may be brothers, but because they move around and having different activities, different friends and thoughts, yes, so it will be very different. This to say, you cannot tell yourself, oh, I actually starting to write for my memory. No, please start from after 5 years old. I can remember about before 5. So actually, I will need my mother to tell me about it. Unfortunately, she's already passed on. My sisters will tell me something. But the thing is, what we are trying to do is to help revive our memories that is, in a way, the kind of memory exercise. With exercise. I started, with storing big stories. That one thing about blog is that once it's written there, then, already so many body activity. And one of them is because my daughter went to UK for 30 years. And when I started blogging and she read about it, she says, oh Dad, how come last time never tell me about the mpeg4 fire or stories, So that was, I think, that's a good thing. And I would like to encourage everyone, start trying to to revive your memories, help you. Okay. So, one more thing about this path that we say is basically the blogs that I write is to have something that is useful to ourselves. You see, because let's say, okay, the blogging will be started during the time of my parents. They will not want to blog because the memories that they had were during the Japanese occupation. And I found that very little time, whenever I speak to my mother, then she will say, oh, those things are the past. In other words, they become very emotional, very sad.
In the follow that one.
Atrocities of the Japanese occupation, the war. There's nothing, that will make them right, but to make them happy.
Fire.
Okay. So because now, for 50 years now in Singapore, then hopefully we may be a peaceful country. And as different generations they are accumulating, and revive things when their children to be happy about it. So another way I have these blogs you will find is passed on to my children, where they have not gone through maybe the time as compared to their grandparents during the Japanese occupation days. Because times become better for them in terms of education, in terms of the environment that they have. And we need to have a country that is stability, and we don't very often sense in a war-torn country where people are suffering. Even young children also don't have childhood, to help them. You see, our memories are today something like storage bank, memory storage. This to say, the more children, the younger the children are, and you let them be happy. Because that's only a stage. Maybe from the babies, people to feeding, and after that they may be before going to school. Now that's only the stage where they get ready for that. So it's like assuming that the memory is like so when the children were still young, it saved a lot of money in the bank for them, whatever. Now later on, so this is not used like to say that these children are soon aja never teaching school old people like that. You see, so this. I don't know whether this, I don't know where you got it from, but I'm using this because it is to share with you. Sometimes when children may have this kind of equation, the young and the old. Okay, I must want to emphasize, I'm not talking about the old versus the young, or the young versus the old. Because the young will eventually become, but the old cannot become younger. So let's say, let's read this without getting angry, just to share that these children, at one stage, they should be about 6 or 7 years ago. Okay, the opinion of old people and look like them and say what they feel. So they say, I won't talk to old people. Why? So they will say, don't be guys, because they are very old-fashioned. That's what they see. I don't know, I think they don't have their fathers. Okay, anyway. So next one. It doesn't matter what press. You won't be able to access the internet or downloading anything. Okay, this boy, I think very smart, know how to use computer, know how to use internet, know how to download maybe certain files and so on. They thought under the impression that old people are honest. Okay, may I say one thing? Okay, the older generation, present one where you see already 50 years, 60 years already, maybe retired, and then in an era of my parents, now they use the new term pioneer generation. We sound Expo or whatever, we are the pioneers. So what about my grandfather's time? Is another pioneer generation, right? Although now we don't know the term. Now that's happening. See, during that time you have to have a background, social economy in Singapore. Because at that time, after the war, and then I was being brought because I heard my parents say, after the war, children getting less and less. Quickly get them to have another generation to spread on. So it was there that during that time, we have to understand these circumstances. They are not as educated. They have not as how I say, better earning jobs to do. And my father was from China, so I also don't speak English. So there are a lot of advantage, right? Now, present generation is because they have already gone to school, they have better opportunity. You know, either they go overseas to get their education and qualification, or they will go on to better jobs. So that is why all that generation, or pioneer generation, have maybe now arrived at a stage where they have retired. So, but may I ask, if I get a 65 years old present generation compared to a 65-year-old my grandfather's time, and they took photos together, can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference? So that is why this young boy was talking about this to the last time. Yeah, they would know, because everybody says, I am internet savvy. For people tattoo. Right? So, okay, I find that this is why I will next on lead to the tip of now, okay, say, let me ask you, that is the boy trying to tell. Let me ask you, if you take an old computer and the connection is gone, that means this guy is comparing old people like old computer. Their voice become old, become obsolete, become useless. That's nonsense. Alright. You know, old people last time they go back there, never teach it. In the kampong, if somebody go and approach the elders, you call them recognize the uncle. Otherwise, you get slapped. So nowadays, parents don't scold the children. Okay. Okay. So basically, what I'm telling you is the generation gap. This gap comes closer. Why? Because, as I say, the present generation have this intergenerational bonding, whereby what the daughter know about using the computer, hey, grandpa also know. Okay, they take him to a site where they can play, books and tell stories, and all that, through the internet. So it's already, their elders are learning IT and internet technology with the young. Okay. As I pause here, I would like to say that over 6 years, okay, there's this organization in Singapore where they actually train about 83,000, including young or old, mostly of them will be elderly who have not used computer. And how many of you have already gone to use computer $5 a month in this library and so on? That was under the Silver Infocom initiative, where they have a plan for 6 years, and everyone has a chance to train to school, or maybe in your workplace and so on. So everyone now, I'm sure all of you have used internet. Okay, next one. The young to guide their elders with patience. Right? Okay. In this, there's some ropes where they get young people who hold your hands. They call it hold your hands to use internet. Sharing internet and information technology to learn, enjoy together. Now, this you know that presently, if you are a member of the National Library, you can go to any branch library where every day you are allowed to have access to internet for 1 hour free. Okay? So even Minister of Defense, Dr. Kim watching the students on the use of the internet website. Okay? Yeah. So, you know, these children will be like, says, what I say, maybe my children, they be like the two kids, talking about, what they know about YouTube. Because they did not bully me. I know better than them. I started, even though it's not using Windows Explorer. I was using DOS, the hard way to get through. And so that, they said, oh, then, now you can teach me. But now you learn is better than me. I have to learn things that I do not know. Okay? So next one. Yeah, so this one in Group was the early days when they have computer lessons on an IBM old model. I think that time don't even have color. Yeah, so it's either green or orange. Yeah, very bumpy type of computer at that time. First model of IBM PC. Yeah, so as I say that you know this learning process, whether young and old, is a way of sharing. Yeah? So this time when I had the chance to be with the Singapore Memory Project under the National Library. Now they go to school to conduct, and this one you see in the picture is the Ahmad Ibrahim Primary School. I was there to train them, and then you see what is the this one. So you may say I tell them grandfather's story. But what they had to do is a project say that how to interview the schools who left the school 40 years ago. So next one. So you see these are the type of topics that I show with them. Next. Yeah, so this was known as the Singapore Memory Training Workshop. Very interesting. Yes. Because as I train them, I also learning from them actually how much do they know. Many things I tell them, I later on you see some of the pictures will be things like I show them a picture of a truck with 36 doors. They said they don't know. Why you got so many doors? Those who are smart, they know what I'm talking about. Okay, later on we have that. Okay. Yeah, so this one is a little bit about what I have to say. Because this was in 2005. Yeah. In the Straits Times, and I was interviewed. At that time, I was only 57 years old. And I would like to highlight that one. It's okay to say I don't know. And there is nothing to be shy about. We teach things. Even at our age, we can learn new things. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that, it depends on what you do. I mean, of course, let's say you approach your friend or whatever, and you also then on skill. This skill doesn't mean that, doing something that doesn't, meaningful. We have to be these things. I give this example. The first time I went into the computer shop and see all the computer, all this boy, how can I do that? Master. I say, computer. I don't care, I could tell him. Ape doesn't know. You teach me, show me. I have bought a computer already. See? So that was actually what happened. Okay, so after that, they become I learn to teach people. So this is where I taught the time. It's okay, Paya Leba Govan, we have done that. We go through some photos of those that you see, all this. Young or old, never mind. Okay, next one. So these are some of the groups that you can see. Okay? Some group that, okay, I saw here. Because this is something I have to talk about technology. Okay? Okay, let me ask you. Have you seen this before? Anybody seen a door that is like that? No. Okay. This is technology. And this is the latest technology. Okay, first, let me ask you, the first time when you go to an office, go to a building, the shopping center, Very urgent one. Every time you need to go to find a place, it's a toilet. Okay, but when you go into the toilet, you will notice that every time there's a new building, it's a new design. Some have shown one big man, then that's from here. Another one, a lady with skirt, that's from here. Because they want to go into the right place. But next thing is, now it's become a bit complicated, let me tell you. Okay, so I see this. The first time I see a door, it was quite far away. It's a door, turn left, also turn left, turn right, also turn left. I not turn right at the top. Then later on, I noticed, hey, something I have to see here. Next. Okay. So then I realized, actually, this latest technology for opening the door is very good. Now they have a picture. The door opens. So at least I can get into the toilet. See? Okay. Next. Okay. Next thing is the sliding door with sensor. Now this is a personal. I have to tell this to know that when my father was about 65 years old, I was about 70. So the first time, myself and my sisters want to bring my father to a restaurant in a new building. And my father, my father seldom move about. So when you see a new building, you don't know where is the restaurant. Try to walk very fast. Then as you walk and then see there, you stop there. We were walking at the back, coming to the. Hey Dad, how come you want to stand there? It's very funny lah. How come, I see people want to go into the building, the door just open like that. I stand there, cannot open it. You know why? Because they were standing away from the sensor. So that's why you stand there. Hey, how come all these people just like that, they can go in? Then we say, then don't worry, come later. So let them stand near to the sensor, door opens. See? So it's a bit something like the early one I told you about, how to wave on the gadget to open the door. Okay? This is a true story, but with that, don't worry, next time we will explore more of these buildings. Okay, thank you. Okay, next I have to move. Before that, I am done. Okay, that one I will skip on the video because this one is about the Big Bang Lincoln. How many of you have know the story of Big Bang Lincoln? Where skip for 20 years and then when you wake up, wow, see everything is different. The whole world has changed. So anyway, I'll skip the Big Bang Lincoln, which I believe you all know. Okay, next one I will go to, as I said, this will be about transport, that little things. So maybe some of you have not seen this. See the living shore. Okay, you have to go. Next one you know about Chinatown. In the old days there is a Thai shop. That one is a Thai shop. Okay. Okay, this old bus you all know. Every time when there's a single door, they have to use bus conductors. Okay. This one maybe I also have to see. This is a rock car. And where was that? It was at the Singapore River. Okay. This is the old book key. So very different. Okay. Next. This one is you will see. You have those trams. Electric trams. You have all those I think horse carts or bull carts in the different show. So it's a very significant photo to show all the different mode of transportation. This one again is a bull cart. I don't think we can see this. All the bull cart, all sold as a view. Okay, next. Yeah, this is a place. Now, you will be very familiar. Actually, this corner is the former Adelphi Hotel. Adelphi Hotel. Next door to the St. Andrew Cathedral. So how different the place is. Now it's the same? No, okay. So yeah, this will be very clear to you. Now this one is Common Street. Common Street. Because you can see a building that still standing there. That one is a central fire station. Okay. Next. So this one is somewhere in Chinatown. Okay. This mode of transportation is using steam rickshaw. Although I was born in 1948, I have not seen steam rickshaw. I've seen rickshaw. Okay, next. This is another part of the Chinatown where all of them, because of the buildings, the structure is looking very weak. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is another part of the town where you can see that everything is really running on electric. Okay, next. This one is see all the children around this time. Yeah, a lot of young children, they were helping parents to sell hawker food and all that. Because time was very poor at that time. Okay, next. See, even the young girl is selling just some simple drinks. Next, yeah, these are the way they are dressed. Okay, one of them, my mother was also very old-fashioned type like that. They have pumps. They have pumps at the back of the face. Because they're all no fashion. Okay, next, this is the way they are bicycle. Yes. Okay, next. Okay, before that, so just now I was telling you, you see, if humans, could be just like written to leader. Sleep for 20 years, 30 years, after that can wake up. But my parents, after they pass away, it's forever sleeping, they never wake up again. So because using this story of written leader, is to show that if we have a chance, if humans, die and never take forever, sleep forever, then they wake up. What are the different things that we see? Now, what happened in Singapore when it was still next? Okay, so you see, start just now earlier on, see the bus, road bus, now for even double decker, and aircon some more. Wow! Children wake up will not expect a change. See, because wake up already, and we're born to see you already have this double decker bus, aircon, everything. But they cannot compare, in the earlier days, different generation. Next, SRT Council. Okay, so another thing is, because this topic is about technology, I would like to mention that, as I say, for this transport technology, is the one that changed, it affects everybody. Because if you don't have to go to school to say how to take MRT,